DVD Era TV back at y'all with another one. Today we gonna talk about the time Waka Flocka was robbed and shot. Now let's get into it.
Mixtapes and DVDs is my era.
Facts.
We did it better.
Yep.
Pelly leathers,
Facts.
ACG boots. We 80s babies and early 90s when it got grimy.
real.
I was out of this world, you could not find me unless you checked the lobby. Hustling was my hobby. We was lobby boys
Yep.
before Jim Jones. You could catch me in Harlem eating Jimbos.
Now Waka Flocka was introduced to the world as a member of Gucci's 1017 Brick Squad, along with OJ the Juice Man, his cousin Frenchie, and brother Wu the Kid. In 2009, Waka Flocka jumped on the scene with his single "Oh Let's Do It," which became an instant hit record. Waka followed up with his hit single "Hard in the Paint" and "No Hands" featuring Roscoe Dash and Wale, which went multi-platinum. On October 5th, 2010, Waka Flocka dropped his debut album for Flockavelli, which peaked at number 6 on the Billboard charts, selling close to 40,000 his first week. But in January 2010, Waka Flocka would be in a situation where he might not have lived to see the release of his debut album. Now in 2010, Waka Flocka will be shot and robbed. Now I'm going to get into a few articles that explain the whole situation. And it says, on Tuesday evening, the 23-year-old rapper was recovering after being shot earlier in the day in an apparent robbery. Born Joaquin Morphas, the rapper was washing his car at the Bubble Bath Car Wash at 5220 Old Nation Highway around 1:30 p.m. when he was approached by an armed man demanding Waka's jewelry, police said. A scuffle broke out, the shots were fired, Fulton County Police spokesman Sergeant Scott McBride said. Waka was shot in the arm and taken to a nearby hospital. The suspect fled the scene, going south along Old Nation Highway, McBride said. Waka is linked to hip-hop star Gucci Mane So Icy Entertainment, according to allhiphop.com. So that was an article right there on the situation on what happened. I said Waka instead of his last name because Waka's easier to say, but basically he was washing his car, slipping with his jewelry on. Somebody ran down on him to rob him. He wasn't with it. He scuffled with them for the gun, and he ended up getting shot. Now this is another article explaining how Waka Flocka felt after the robbery and after being shot or whatever. So let's get into that. Now in this article, Waka says, I can't believe I'm shot, he said about the thoughts that raced through his head in the aftermath of the assault. I felt it in my arm, but I looked down and felt it in my chest, my back, everything. It felt like stop, drop, and roll. I'm leaking and my arm squirting, I said. Call an ambulance. I felt my body getting woozy. I laid down on a flat surface. That messed me up because they ain't do nothing but put air inside my lungs and blood. I ain't panicked. I was like, F it. I'ma give up. This hurt too bad. I'ma give up. So it sounded like Waka was going to give up after he got shot. But anyway, it says, thankfully for Flame, it wasn't his time to die. My partner was like, get up. I said, I ain't dead. Call an ambulance. Flocka remembered. By the time I get up, he was like, dog, you done peed yourself. I was like, this ain't pee, this blood. I got in the ambulance. The EMS attendant was like, lift up. I'm like, lift up? This hurt. You ever been shot before? Waka gets a little more serious when talking about the bullet's path through his body. It went through his right arm, punctured his lungs, broke a couple ribs, and landed in his back, causing vision and memory loss for 2 weeks. He still felt pain in his injured arm and can't move his fingers on his right hand as freely as he did before. Give me a week, I'll probably be up and running, he said optimistically. Waka still can't understand why someone wanted to kill him. He just an up-and-coming rapper, and the neighborhood on Old Nation Highway where the incident occurred is one of his frequents. However, he still maintains that the word he's hearing on the streets is the gunman was sent to do more than just rob him. So what it's sounding like to me is they was there to take Waka out, but thankfully he got out that situation and survived and was able to put out his debut album and pursue his rap career. Now in a recent interview that Waka Flocka did with Shannon Sharp on the Club Shay Shay podcast, Waka Flocka spoke on this situation, and he basically said, yeah, I still go to that car wash. Yeah, I know what happened, definitely 100%. Flocka told Shannon Sharp, I thank God for that too. That was a blessing because that weekend I was making like $250,000 and I was going to buy some bricks and some pounds. That's God that stopped me. I thank God because I was arrogant as that Waka Flocka died that day. I'm not going to get into that whole interview or article or whatever, but basically what Waka is saying that the whole shooting incident humbled him. It made him a better person. And, he was about to go get some pounds and some bricks, so he definitely was still in the street, or he was going to jump back in the street being that he was making that money. And he said, God saved him by that happening to him. So it was it was humbling. But anyway, this is just a story from the DVD era I wanted to share with y'all if you never heard about it. And if you did heard about it and may have forgot about it now, I'm just bringing it back to light, the struggles of some of your favorite artists. But anyway, tell me what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I'm out. 1.